Hey everyone, Digger here. The last challenge was a doozy. Like, what the hell was that script, man? Anyway, today I'm going to be seeing if I can beat Pokemon Black 2 with only a Munchlax. Munchlax stats and available move pool by TM before the post-game are both incredibly lagging, as it is a baby Pokemon. Like, why the fuck do you not have access to substitute TM until after you beat the fucking game? It doesn't make any sense, man. This feels like it would be really helpful. Anybody watching this channel probably knows the rules of a one Pokemon challenge, so I'm just gonna get right to it. Oh, and I also named my rival Adon, that's probably important. I used the universal Pokemon randomizer to replace Snivy with Munchlax, so my rival will get the fighting type Emboar. I name it Munch, because some pig tackling later, and wow, emulator speed up looks really bad on recording. Low special defense nature on a Munchlax is kinda terrible, but weeball. Nothing interesting happens before the next rival battle. I had battle animations turned off for some reason, I was just kinda spamming Metronome. If you want to know, the moves were Power Trick, Heal Bell, Peck, and Wake Up Slap. Afterwards, we find this ugly ass dog and beat up some even uglier children with the power of Metronome. I'm not gonna talk about what these ones were, I don't remember what they were. You know that feeling when you pull out a booger and this one piece of mucus sticks to your nose, and when you pull it out, there's a tingly feeling? No? Me neither. Anyway, normal gym time. I lost this fight a couple of times because I was being a dumbass and spamming Metronome. So, instead of doing that, I decided to match his workups with my defense girls and start hitting tackles, getting through his dog and his goofy ass rat, nabbing myself the basic badge. And also the best move ever, return. In the next town over, there's a little girl yelling at her father. Of course, that's not as dumb as this guy trading a Pokeball for a Great Ball. Seriously, the poison must be getting in the water or something. With that in mind, I must go to stop Roxy from poisoning the water. She leads with coughing and uses Assurance, doing almost no damage, and in return I hit with, well, a return, and do more than half, causing Roxy to use her Super Potion on coughing. Sorry for the weird frame rate, it's just emulator speed up. Anyway, she sends out her Whirlipede next and starts with Protect and an incredibly soft Venushot, in exchange for a hard-ass return. Now repeat said exchange and I have my victory. What a toxic kid. No wonder you use poison types.
Make movie. Get on boat.
Why is a clown giving me a bike? Some strangely well-dressed men in this sewer. Eviolite get. Even though we got the Eviolite, I won't use it in this battle. Burr leads Swadloon. A return takes him down to 1 HP, causing Bear to use a Super Potion. 2 more returns, and now 1 less Swadloon. Dwebble comes out next and uses Smackdown for a resisted return. This exchange continues until Dwebble can no longer move. Now for Leavanny, who luckily doesn't crit a Razor Leaf and gets the string smacked out of it with a return. Of course, as it is a gym leader's Pokemon, it heals with a Citrus Berry. However, thanks to my ability and not holding the Eviolite, I get a Citrus Berry as well. Razor Leaf return, give me the badge. Damn, shit was bugging. Weirdly enough, the guy who uses Steel types wasn't that big a deal. After getting paralyzed, a Metronome and 2 returns, his first Pokemon goes down, leading into the next Steel type. He uses Gear Grind and Munchlax gets fully paralyzed. 2 returns take Clink out while he keeps using Charge. Whoa, join Avenue, look at this. Please sub, please like. Thanks, big man. Anyway, 1 pointless trip later, and we get to do battle with Elisa. She leads with Emolga, who as always goes for a Volt Switch, leaving the switched-in Flaffy to take the return, almost being one-shot, making Lisa use a Hyper Potion. Flaffy then also goes for a Volt Switch, leaving Emolga to also get blasted by a return. Of course, since it's the only move Elisa reliably uses, Emolga uses Volt Switch. Flaffy go Die-Die, and Emolga runs away again. Zebstrika used the weakest Pursuit ever, and got absolutely bodied by a return. Of course, since it's a gym team, after a Pursuit and a Volt Switch, I finally get to murder that Emolga, and on 2 HP, I beat this mid-ass type team. So close, it was electrifying. Wow, 4 badges into the video and you're still here. Since it's the middle of the gym challenge, I might as well take this time to plug the new Discord server, where you can pitch me some challenges. As I'm doing this without an editor, my brother won't give me suggestions, so it's just me and my brain. Love you, brain. Aw, you're just pulling on my dick. I believe the phrase is tooting your own horn. Well, you're not using your mouth yet. What the fuck am I doing? Meet, please, and help. They're here for me to fight this fucker Heartbreaker Charles. Ah, Driftvale. Tycoon Titan Clay is gonna have a terrible time. He leads with Croc-Rock, whose whole name consists of 3 letters, gets 1 shot after a crunch. Next is Sandslash. 2 rollouts versus 2 returns ends in my victory. And out comes Excadrill. A slug match of Slash, Bulldoze, and Rock Slide versus returns that I don't feel like counting or narrating ends in a close shave victory for good old Munch. I don't have a ground type joke. Tournament is boring and pointless and not hard. Skip. Skyla time. I got bodied by Skyla way too many times. Eventually, all the levels accumulated, plus some good luck, made me able to roll out sweep through all of her Pokemon. Actual modes of transportation in Pokemon? Fucking crazy. We have to fight a Don, which, it's been a while. He leads on Pheasant and uses Taunt, which is dumb. Spelled dumb with a B at the end of a D. Is dumb even? Yeah, it's a silent D. What the fuck? It does with an M. What the fuck am I doing? Where was this written? 4 AM? Anyway, let me restart. Return gets used a bunch while I barely take damage. Honestly, accurate to how I think battling a Don in a Pokemon game would go. And there's a fight that's probably important, but the only worthwhile thing happening is that a Don refused to attack the Ice type with fire moves, which, what the fuck? Honestly, this 999 win guy is the hardest fight in a while, probably because of the steel types. He just does it better than Colress. The fuck am I looking at? Honestly, the hardest part of the Dragon Gym was this one triple battle. Dragon just got hit with a bunch of returns. There are really no important fights in the plot here, just a bunch of grunts. So now we gotta deal with Marlin. I launched this fucker way too many times. Eventually, I figured it was impossible how I was, so I scoured the globe for red shards and learned Thunder Punch, allowing me to beat this fuck even if it's just barely. This fucker has 4 Rock and Rollers. This guy is the first trainer after the 8th gym. Anyway, before Chorus, gotta grab more shards and get Fire Punch. And still lose this attempt. Next time then. This time I get through paralysis and punch the fuck out of these machines. Child murder. Getsis is hard and annoying, like, come on. I tried a lot of things, but also it turns out Munchlax can't learn Shadow Claw, but eventually I find it can learn Shadow Ball, which is just fucking stupid. I mean, it's a physical attacker, what the fuck? It doesn't help my frustration that I was playing Mega Man in between the Getsis fights. Fucking fuck! But I also got a confidence boost in my luck when I found a wild Metagross, which is so fucking sick, holy hell. But back to Getsis. I can't win because of Toxic, so I considered adding a Pecha Berry. However, I need the Eviolite to survive attacks at all. Eventually I get to a run where I can just beat the shit out of Cofagrigus and he doesn't even use Toxic, allowing me to use Return on everything else. Fuck you, Getsis. Kill yourself. Now time to fight a Don. He obviously leads on Pheasant, but this time goes for U-turn, switching into Simipour, who gets hit with a Thunder Punch. Then comes an Emboar, who hits a Brick Break. However, one return is more than enough to put down the low defense Pig. Now Bouffalon. He goes for a Head Charge, which does a fucking lot. However, return does even more. Unpheasant is back and goes for a Facade, and then gets fucking murdered. Bye forever, Adon. Anyway, trying to speed through this, it's like 4 AM, I'm getting my ass kicked. Eventually I find Caitlyn is really easy to beat, and also eventually beat fucking, Marshall. But, Grimsley and, Chantal, I can't do it. You know, of course, however, it's really easy with the Snorlax. Winning me, the game. So, challenge failed, I guess, fuck. It's like the third, wait no, it's the second. This is like the second challenge I failed on this channel. I gotta step up my fucking game, man, holy shit. Okay, now for the unscripted segment. Honestly, all these videos take way too long to make, and it sucks that most people never get to this part, because I think, personally, this is the best part of every video, to be fair. Hopefully when this video comes out, it'll be in a higher quality than the other ones, because, you know, the other ones are in like 144p, bro, it's fucking crazy. I feel like this video is both simultaneously the best edited video on this channel and the worst. I feel like in the beginning it was like really bad, but as I went through, I actually like, you know, started trying. Not started trying, because I'm always trying, obviously. I'm not I'm not procrastinating. Actually, I did procrastinate a lot. It took me a while to actually go ahead and record the voice lines. I was big procrastinating. But it's more like I went and checked out other people who made content like this. Of course, those are the people that inspired me to make content like this, so of course I've checked them out before. But it had been a while, so I decided, you know, why don't I go back, see how things are handled by professionals? And I did. And I also did that with the Discord server. I did my best in making a server, you know. I went and analyzed some YouTuber Discord servers, and as such, you know. Wow, I have 6 minutes to talk at the end of this. It's great. Let's see. It's been getting a little difficult to do things like edit, because the process for this video, the reason it took so long, well, actually, most of my videos take around this long, so it might actually, this would have taken a lot less time and probably been my fastest upload ever if this shit didn't happen. So I was going through like a changing process. If you've ever looked at my community tab, you'd probably see that I was using the editing software of Kdenlive, and I wanted to change to DaVinci Resolve, and I did, and I made that change. And the problem was, DaVinci Resolve crashed on me like 5 times in the editing process, and it was all my fault. I changed the speed to like 2000% on a gym battle, which was really stupid of me. I should have just edited it down like I do for everything. And even after I deleted that project to try to start a new project for the Munchlax video, it would still crash. It was like, what the hell? So I, you know, left to use a different software and such, and I decided to go back to Filmora. Now, the problem with Filmora is after you've had a taste of a higher quality editing software, Filmora just feels really weird. I haven't used Filmora since my JIT days, you know, my youngin' days, when I was playing Roblox on YouTube. Like, Christ, man, it's been a while. So, yeah, I couldn't do that. So I just had to go back to Kdenlive. And I think I'm gonna, you know, learn to be better with DaVinci Resolve and not get it to crash so many times, because Kdenlive really just doesn't feel like a prime editing software to me. Honestly, that's all I really have to say in this section, you know. Not much has been going on. I've been getting into Smash recently, even though I was already pretty into that game. As many, it doesn't matter. Shit. Is that it? Well, I guess that's it, you know? So, you know, like, comment, subscribe. At least try it, you know? It doesn't cost you anything. Alright, see ya.